boys, look, Apple have released their new iPhone 15 Pro. This thing is crazy. I read this, I was watching the whole launch. I read this on their website. Look, I'm just going to get into it. Okay, look, this is going to help you with your game. Look, this is from the Apple's website, okay? Using the titanium casing as you think about approaching will give you a 37.9% increase in testosterone moments before you speak to the girl you like out in the wild. Under the titanium exterior, there's an aluminum substructure that has been heat fused to the titanium exterior, which results in a chemical reaction that increases the hormones of the girl that gets in your vicinity. This is just crazy. Listen, this coupled with a titanium testosterone increase will help you turn yourself into an absolute pussy-hole, in turn helping you get more bitches, as now you can go fuck yourself. Sensational. Apple have really outdone themselves on this one. Fantastic. Fantastic. Boys, this type of video is the type of video I will probably click on when I was like 15, 16, 17, because I just got no bitches. I was this awful woman. I would see what I could actually do to try and hack my way into a girl's pants. It was pathetic. It was shameful. Matter of fact, when I first got my iPhone 4, which is like 2008 or some shit when I first got it, I took it out into clubs and stuff, and no word of a lie, because it was a new phone, I felt like people wanted to play with it and stuff like that when I was out in the club. And I got a lot of attention from girls during that like 3-month period before everyone else got their own iPhone as well. But it's just so funny, like this type of thing, like, because I was a bit of a loser back then as well, like I thought it was the phone that was doing anything, but really it was like, maybe it might have been, right? But I got no action from having a phone in my pocket. And like this new iPhone and stuff like that, I'm sure it's fantastic, but it won't help you boys, unfortunately. I'm sorry. This was clickbait. I'm very, very sorry about that. But the good thing is, the message in this video is that you won't ever get the girl from a piece of tech or a piece of this or a piece of that or a technique here and there. You need to change yourself. You need to level up who you are as a man, from a boy to a man. Women want men. And the best way to do that is read everything you can, watch everything you can, apply everything that you've learned along that process, and iterate. Receive the knowledge, execute the knowledge, iterate for next time. Do the thing better next time. And this should be like an ongoing process. It's never going to be like an overnight thing where you actually like get fantastic results in a very short period of time. No, it's going to be more of a process where you're like, all right, first 6 months, you're still pretty shit, but because you're doing it like, you know that thing, like conscious competence and conscious incompetence, stuff like that. Maybe I'll explain it in a later video, like the 4 stages of learning, right? Actually, I'll go over it now. So it's conscious, it's unconscious incompetence. So you just don't know that you're shit. Like you're doing stuff, you don't know that you're shit. Then it's conscious incompetence. So now you know you're shit. You know you're shit, things need to be improved. Next is conscious competence. It means you're applying things, it's working, but your brain is still very active while you're doing it. So it's not like you're not in a flow state, you're still in the learning phase and you're kind of like applying as you go along. And then you've got unconscious competence, which means you've embodied all this knowledge, you've been able to execute, you've been able to iterate, and now this is just a part of your identity. This is just who you are. That's the stage you want to get to. That is the process. It will take a little bit of a while, maybe about 6 months, if you're like actually serious about applying it, basically. But once you get to that point, you're good, you're golden, you're good, you can fly. You can, like, we can let you leave the nest and know that you're not gonna like smash into a wall. How all these different things come together, there's loads of different books you can read. Matter of fact, the first video on this channel, there's a hour and 90-minute video that explains it all. So I don't want to keep like repeating it, but like I may do like little repetitions, but that video is pretty inclusive. It covers absolutely everything that you need to know for a day game and approaching girls, and it's like getting more familiar with girls, like pretty girls in your area. So have a watch of that. That will definitely help you revolutionize your whole like dating mindset, as well as loads of techniques and like a step-by-step play of what you can do to kind of get from meeting a stranger to in bed with someone. So that's a really, really good guide right there. And in the meantime, just improve yourself holistically all around. So every aspect you can think of. If you're broke, get your money up. If you're unfit, get your fitness up. If you're shit at communication, read books, do everything you can, speak to more people, get good at communication. This is just all it comes down to. The reason you're not getting any girls now is because you're just not good enough, as you currently are. You need to find ways of unlocking your true self, and by that I mean like letting your inner confidence shine through, the one that is not stifled by everything that society's chucked on top of you after all the years of just like being like constantly put down perhaps, or like your self-image being tarnished, or self-image just being like poked at by others, and you start to believe it. You need to get rid of all that conditioning and just let your true inner self shine through. That unfortunately doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that you can kind of like have to, it's an unshedding process of all these different societal beliefs until you get to your core self and who can actually just be comfortable in your own skin. Because there was a long period of time where I wasn't comfortable. I was just going through the process, but it was just painful. Actually, it was just painful because I didn't know what I was doing wrong, right? I needed a video like this to kind of be like, oh, there is actually a path in front of you that you can take, that you can watch, that you can like follow along and like follow this process. Because I just thought, I got to a point where I was like, I'm just not getting anywhere, and it's not working for me. And maybe it's something to do with me. And it was like, I just didn't know what I didn't know. So hopefully this video inspires you and it gives you exactly what you need, which is the knowledge that it is possible for you. You just need to invest in your own knowledge and apply it constantly, pretty much forever. That's the downside, but it's a very rewarding upside when you do that. And it's like better doing that than just coming home and watching Netflix every single day. There's actually like some path and some process, some like growth on the journey, and the journey is pretty fun. So I hope that helps. Go check that first video out on this channel. It'll take you everything you need to know. So I hope that one helps, and I'll catch you later.